mushroom. Hey everyone, Kyle here from Poseidon's Pets. So as you saw, I got some exciting news. I got some new shrimp. So I reached out to Shelly over at Lucky Aquatics, and I wanted to get some more blue bolts for my tank to just strengthen their genetics, because some of them have some mosura genes as well as a little bit of the crossbreed with the golden bee colors coming through. So wanted to just strengthen that line, but you know, I won't keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's go get that unboxed and get them dripping so we can check them out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much. Let's get to it. So I reached out to Shelly in regards to getting some of her blue bolts, because I like my blue bolts, but I wanted some darker colors to add to the genes. And she had some medium grades that she had available, and I went through, put that purchase in. I also got some large clumps of moss, which I was super excited for. This is a crap ton of moss, and I can do so much stuff with this, so I'm gonna attach it to some stuff, but for now we're just gonna kind of toss it in the tank and see how it does. I definitely appreciate everything you do, Shelly. You're amazing. Thank you so much for the moss ledges and everything. And as always, the shrimp came in great. No deaths, even a few extras. So definitely appreciate that. You're awesome. But these guys look so good. I can't wait to show you guys and to add this to my colony, so that way I can start breeding some better blue bolts. Now, I will say I did struggle when getting them out of the bag. Just the moss got stuck in there. I couldn't get them out. I felt so bad, so I had to rinse it out a few times to get them all out. But, you know, everybody did good. Everybody looks good. They're a little washed out from the trip and the stress of travel, but, you know, they will color up really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys drip acclimating. I like to drip my shrimp pretty much all day. So if you look, it is daytime outside, probably about noon, and I'm just gonna let these guys drip until that bowl is almost full, and then we'll come back to it. But let's go check out the cold tank. Quick update for you guys. The cold tank has been doing really well. Now everybody's super happy, doing their thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add all of this moss I just got to this tank. And I was debating on hooking it up to those ledges or attaching it to something else, but I think I'm just gonna kind of let it float around and do its thing like you see here. So let's throw this in there and see how it looks. If you've been following me and my channel, you know that I had some massive die-offs in this tank. So for it to be doing well, I'm super excited for it. I've got a ton of buried females in here. Just everybody's doing great. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put this moss in the tank for now. That way it can transition to my water parameters, and then later on I'm gonna attach it to some different stuff that I have. But for now, we're just gonna toss it in there. Now, my favorite thing about adding new stuff to a tank, especially a shrimp tank, is how curious shrimp are. So when you add something new to a tank, shrimp instantly swarm to it. So they feel that, you know, it's food or something different, and they just come to check it out. So that's one of my favorite things about adding new stuff to a shrimp tank, is just watching them interact with it. They get super excited and kind of go check everything out. So you can see here that as soon as I put it in there, that they're all starting to swarm to it and check it out, and like, is this food? Do you have food for me? So definitely like seeing the new stuff to the tanks. It's really cool to see. All right, you guys ready for some movie magic? And it is now nighttime. So these guys have been dripping for quite a while. The bowl's almost full. Time to get them into the tank. But you can see they have absolutely colored up amazingly. They're no longer washed out. These guys look amazing. Thanks again, Shelly, for everything. You know, they look fantastic. I can't wait to see what the next generation of offspring is gonna be. So I'm gonna transition these guys into a breeder box, just that way we can get a better look at them. But you'll see that, you know, they've got quite a bit of blue on them. Some of them look similar to the quality or grade that I have now, but there's quite a few in there that are even better than what I have. And that's what I wanted. You know, I wanted to add more genes to the gene pool instead of just adding, you know, multiplying the same shrimp over and over, because we may get mutations along the way, but adding more shrimp to your gene pool is a good way to add different traits. It's a good way to basically keep the inbreeding down, which can lead to some different deformities and stuff that we don't want. So you want to keep your genes strong. You don't want them to be too inbred and too washed out from just so much inbreeding and multiplying with the same genetics. Because the original colony that I started with was only, I believe it was either 10 or 20 blue bulls. So over time they just kept breeding together, and we want to add some variety to the gene pool. Now, if you guys know me, this is my absolute favorite scene, just watching them all come down out of the little space shuttle into their new home. Super excited for them. They look awesome. But once again, a little close up here, and boom, down in there they go. And a lot of them are decent sized. Usually when you get shrimp, they're on the smaller size. So a couple days have gone by, a week to be exact, but here is a time-lapse video of these guys as well as my colony. I added a little bit of the black substrate just because the brown was getting a little discolored and it looked dirty. It didn't look great. So I didn't want it to be kind of off-putting, but with the black there as a feeding dish, essentially, it looks awesome. So thanks again, Shelly, so much. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and watch this time-lapse, as well as stay tuned for the end of this time-lapse for just a normal feeding video. So that way you guys can see them doing their thing and hanging out and eating their food. So thank you guys so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, leave me a comment down below what you thought about this. So thank you guys so much. You're awesome. I knew you would watch to the end. You know how I knew that? Because you're awesome. You guys are great. Do me a huge favor. Leave me a comment down below. Say, those blues are awesome. Those blues are awesome. And then that way I know you watched it to the end, because I know there's a few of you that do, and I definitely appreciate it, especially because I love creating content as much as you guys love watching it. So I definitely appreciate everything you guys do. You're amazing. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you. So thank you guys so much for all your support and everything that you do. So big shout out to all my members out there. You guys, you make this real for me. So thank you so much. And as always, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Bye, bye, bye.